Hugo, Patrick,
Hi.
good to meet you.
Nice to meet
How's
you.
things? How's Liverpool life? What have you had? 3 months now?
I would say great. I think I settled in well. I have good teammates. It's a top football club. So yeah, I would say life's great.
We can see that you've obviously made a really fast start on the pitch. What about off it? How big a change is that? The bits we don't see, having to, uproot your family, find a new home, all that. How difficult is that?
I think it haven't been difficult for me because as I said, I settled quick. I found my house quick.
Yeah.
I joined the team in China, and the boys helped me well. So now I think it was like my whole life is kind of good here.
Yeah, good.
I really enjoy my life here, and football also.
Nice place, nice home that you found?
Yeah, very nice.
Of
Yeah.
course. Of course. Look, so here you are, a Premier League footballer, a Liverpool footballer now. But where did it begin for you? How did it start?
What do you mean, like as?
In life, basically. So I know you're from Reims, or what would you call it? You call
yeah.
it Reims in France?
Yeah, Reims. It started when I was 4.5, 5.
Yeah.
So it's like
So who's the first person to throw you a football then?
I was like it's like I don't know what to say. From my hood, I was somewhere else. Like when all the kids stay.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mom was working, and then
What, like a childcare?
yeah,
Right.
Exactly, and yeah, basically someone was working there.
Yeah.
A guy, his name Rodolphe, and he went to my mom because I was playing just for fun though,
Yeah.
and he went to my mom and he asked if I could come to do not a test, but yeah, just play football, and then I went. My mom brought me, and I just like loved playing football there, and that's where it starts for me, and football is just my passion since I start there. Like I just kept playing football till now.
It's amazing how many players though have a person, like this guy from childcare, Rudolph, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Who just someone who, because he maybe saw some talent in you or saw that you enjoyed kicking a ball, he puts your life on a whole new pathway.
Yeah, I feel like my mom always told me that I always liked to play with balls when I was a baby. Honestly, I don't remember, but yeah, like I just love playing with ball, and yeah, probably saw something on me. I think at that time I was not playing for like talent or quality. I was just having fun, and that's the most important for me.
Big family, happy family. I saw another interview where you talked about seeing France win the World Cup. I think you said with all your cousins.
Yeah.
I think your brother's involved in your career now.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
I have a really big family. Obviously, I'm close to them. They come often here, to bring a little bit of company because
So you're not feeling too lonely.
But yeah, my family is around me and every way, and yeah, they just help me in everything. Like can be like mind stuff, football, life outside. And yeah, for me it's the most important because I've always been with them ups and downs, so yeah, they helped me a lot.
So from that kid who just loved kicking a ball around, what was the big breakthrough moment, would you say?
The big break?
Yeah, big breakthrough moment. So maybe the moment where you realised you had some talent. Maybe let's put it like that.
I always felt like when I was playing that I was a good player. I have like good ideas on the pitch, but I felt that I was good when I was playing in the second team in Reims. I think I was like 16, 17 there, and I saw that I could play obviously not the highest level, but a higher level. When you start to play with and face adults and grown guy.
Yeah.
And I felt that, and I felt that was like my first duels, my first game against like good opponent, I would say, and I saw that I have the quality to make it. So
Yeah. Did you think, did people tell you that you could be a Liverpool level player, a PSG level player, a France international level player? Or did that come kind of a bit later?
I think I always had coach that told me that I had a lot of qualities, but there was like a scared, I would say, a little bit like, about, you know, me lost to lose my mind, you know, maybe going too fast. So I think they always try to humble me, to stay consistent, to keep working. And then my first step was in the big club was in PSG. Obviously, it didn't work that well, but I've learned a lot. And in my mind, I was sure that I had the quality to play in the highest level. I just needed to improve and to show that I can be there and play.
One thing I thought interesting about when you went to PSG, because obviously one of the stories around you signing for Liverpool is the competition for places, particularly with Alex Isak. But actually, when you went to PSG, you joined the PSG of Messi and Neymar and Mbappe, so you're obviously not afraid of a bit of competition, because that must have been, I mean, you know you're going to have some minutes there on the bench, right? But you're a younger player then and you're expecting to kind of learn your trade, I guess.
That's the point. I think I first came here and I think I was like with the best player probably in the history, so
yeah,
obviously competition was even more tough for me. It was difficult to get minutes and consistency in playing game time, but yeah, I think it was like a process, and now being here, more confident, more strong in my mind, makes me compete better. But also, I don't think it's the right word, because we play for the same team. Obviously, there's only a few places on the pitch, but we play for the same team. So like we just grow all together and share the pitch, and we just like push each other to get better. And yeah, that's how I see competition.
What's your feeling then? Is your feeling that it can all work together? Because you look at it, you know, from the outside, and you think, you know, in whichever arrangement, but Ekitike, Isak, Salah, Wirtz, for an opposition fan or player, that's terrifying. For a Liverpool fan, that's so exciting. Do you feel like, as you work together, get to know each other better, that can work? Or is it just in a high-quality squad, there's going to be times when each of you is not in the starting 11?
I think it takes time, though, to see the quality, because at the end of the day, for the new players, we all come from different clubs, so we have to find links, play together, and I think it makes time to have the perfect team in terms of playing and collective stuff. So I think, yeah, it can work definitely, but we need to share the pitch together, train, game together, and then I think it will get better for sure, because in this like that kind of club, you have only players with a lot of qualities. You can adapt, and yeah, it will take time, but I'm sure that it will work.
What does it take with any player to build a connection? Is it just time? Just getting to understand someone?
It depends. Like sometimes it works like you have easy connection with people and it's more easy, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, just spending time on the pitch, like, and you know, get to know the other guy, what he likes, how he like to run in the channel, how he like the ball, if you like running behind, come play and link up. So yeah, I think it's just time for some people, and some people have just like that connection straight.
Going back to the summer, had the sense from you, even though there were, well, certainly one other club interested, that the minute Liverpool came in for you, that it was only Liverpool for you, that you wanted that straight away. How was it from your side?
Obviously, when they came to me, I was just like sure. Obviously, I had like a talk with my family and my brothers, and we see what was the best for me. And I think in terms of identity, work ethic, it's just like a club to me, like to keep progressing, keep improving myself, like a serious club with big values, great supporters, top stadium. So I think it is the right place for me, and I'm definitely sure it's the right place for me.
Well, do you remember as a kid, we talked about it earlier, you know, that kid who started kicking the ball around in childcare, when you first heard of Liverpool, when you first knew about them? I guess that's maybe a little bit later in your life.
Yeah, it was later. I can't lie, because like I didn't know about football clubs when I was young. I first started to watch football on clips.
Yeah, right.
And it was like my favorite players back in the days.
Who was that? I know Henri was one of them. Who are your favourite players?
I had a few. I like to watch Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Benzema. There's few players. I would say, you know, when you're a kid, you just like all the big players, all the stars. Like you kind of look at them like, wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love to watch them, and yeah, I think when I was like 13, I put my eyes more into football. Like I started to learn about Liverpool, the big teams in England, big team in Spain, and that's where I put my eyes.
So two of the guys you mentioned there, Messi and Neymar, we've mentioned it already, but what is that like then when you turn up at PSG and they're your teammates? That must be surreal, like crazy.
Yeah, at start, I think when I first signed and I was going into my first training, and then I was so
nervous.
So not nervous, because I'm not a nervous person, but I was like, yeah, I've just been watching them my whole life, and now I'm here. But at the end of the day, you know, they're just players, and that's what I've learned there, is that they're players, just like me. Obviously, they did. That's greatness, but they're just players, and for me, like, it was just enjoying being in training with them, game, and just watch them and learn.
Have you seen that crazy stat about you, that you're the first player in Liverpool's history to score his first 6 goals, each on a different day of the week?
Oh yeah?
Have you seen that? So the Palace goals Sunday, obviously the Bournemouth goals on a Friday. Every goal you've scored so far has been on a different day of the week. The only day you've not scored on is a Thursday.
Do we play on Thursday?
Well, I looked ahead actually. You've got Leeds on New Year's Day, which is a Thursday. So that's your day. You've got to score that day and complete the set. Anyway, it doesn't matter much, does it? But it was a funny one, really. You obviously not heard that.
I didn't know I said that record. It's like a weird record, but I take it.
King of weird records. On a more serious note, why do you think, because I'm not talking about any specific player here, but I think a lot of new players to the Premier League, maybe because it's so physical, find it hard for a little while. You've settled straight away. You think about that Palace game in the Community Shield, your first Premier League match. You looked at home, comfortable with the pace of it straight away. Why do you think?
I think if you ask the coach, he will tell you that it's not that's not that good. But like for myself, and obviously from where I'm from, it's like obviously it's good, but you know, it's consistency. Like it just starts. It's a long season, so I just have to keep doing it, and yeah, it's just me and the energy I put in the game, because obviously it's a different league. The intensity is way higher.
Yeah, you can
I would say.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going through like 2-3 games a week with the Champions League.
Yeah.
It's like very intense, but I just get better. I feel my body that I adapt. I can run more with more intensity, and I think when I will put all these things in my games, I would just look like a better player, and I will be able to do more things on the pitch.
Why is the coach saying it's not that good? He's not still angry about Southampton, is he?
No.
I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
No, I think like they want the best from me, so obviously, you know.
And I guess you want that, right? A guy who's driving you on, make you better.
Yeah, sometimes it's annoying, you know. But yeah, it won the best for me. Like I know they push me hard, so I know it will always tell me that it's not enough and I can do more for the team, and that's what I want. Like I just want to be the best version of myself, and I know if I'm the best version of myself, I can have good impact and help the team.
I've got a couple more questions. How difficult was the kind of losing run that the team went on, and do you feel after the last couple of results that you've come out the other side of it now?
I would say no, because like we are Liverpool. Obviously, we was going through a difficult period, but I think like all the team have sometimes you have like that period you start to lose game, you feel a little bit less good. But I think like we handle really good. Like obviously it was difficult, but we just stick together, talk to each other, and yeah, it's not perfect now, but at least when we go in the game, I can feel that the boys like give 100, even more than 100% of themselves. And like obviously when you watch the last two games, it was not our best football, but just in terms of energy and the pressure we put on the opponents, we are a different team to face. So we just have to keep going on that way.
How big is Sunday for you and for Liverpool? There's loads of little bits to it, isn't there? I mean, I know you've got a lot of admiration for Haaland. You've got a couple of old teammates in the opposition in Marmoush and Donnarumma. So how big is this for Liverpool, but also for you personally?
It's the game you love to play. You know, obviously only big players on the pitch, good stadium. Yeah, it's like a great game of Premier League. You just want to be on that game and doing good things. So it's the kind of game I love to play. I love to prepare. And yeah, on my mind, I set my mind to be ready for that day, and I hope the win's going to be for Liverpool.
Only big players, and you're one of them. Good to know you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hugo.